Yeah, I think running sponsorship is weird. Why I like the last name Schlachtenhaufen is I just feel like it's like memorable. Never met anybody with a longer last name, so it sticks in people's mind. My name is Helen Schlachtenhaufen. Yeah, the 2024 Olympic trials, such like a bittersweet race for me, I guess. Talking with my coach beforehand, we knew it was going to be fast, but I didn't necessarily think it'd be that fast.
The depth of talent in this final is staggering.
On your marks.
I had been trying to break 4 in the 1500 for the last couple of years. That had been a goal of mine.
This is the deepest American field ever assembled. In this race, we have 4 Olympians. We have the entire 2021 Tokyo Olympic team. We have the last 3 national champions in this event, and we have 7 sub-4-minute performers.
When I finished, I was like, on the one hand, I was like, oh my God, I finally broke 4. Like, that's great. But then I was also, I wanted to make the team. And so you have this like huge disappointment, essentially. But then like this other light where you're like, okay, but I did do something that I'm proud of. How do I kind of go from here? Ultimately, it's a readjustment of like, okay, the bar is raising constantly. And so like, I need to raise my bar as well. So cold, like in the morning when you get up here, and then it heats up like a ton. Yeah, I think running sponsorship is weird. I didn't know anything about it when I graduated from college. Like, I didn't know that people had agents. I didn't have any insight into like the professional world really at all. And so I think at first I was like, oh my God, it's really like somebody will pay me to run. Like, that's crazy. Like, without having a contract is like really, really hard to do the sport. It's not cheap to fly to these races. It's, you know, the things that you need from a training standpoint, but also like a competition standpoint. It's harder to do that financially, but also it's just harder to justify from like a life standpoint. And even just like, yeah, staying healthy and all of those other things, like it plays into just like having that access. You're always like, is it because I don't have these performances? Is it because I don't have this following? Like, what is the combination of things that it takes to get a deal right now? And like, I don't know. Your goals and your like potential doesn't like expire the moment that you turn 30, but I think your value to a lot of companies does. And it doesn't make sense even just like the way that running is trending right now. A lot of people are peaking, you know, medaling at the Olympics when they're like in their early 30s. And I don't know why there's like a value mismatch there. Yeah, we're gonna add on, I think, like a couple more miles. I think definitely being unsponsored negatively impacted my confidence. April, at that point I was kind of like coming to terms with the fact that like, okay, I'm probably at least for like the next bit, I'm not gonna have a sponsorship. And it was time to kind of like start racing, and I had never really raced without that. I don't know, it sounds dumb, but it just almost is like an endorsement of the fact that you belong. And it probably shouldn't be that big, but at the time it did feel like that to me. And so I raced the Penn Relays in April, and for some reason, as much as I tried to kind of like hype myself up, showing up to the starting line just like, you know, just on my own felt really weird. And I ended up kind of like getting in my head and dropped out of that race. And so after that, I took a pretty big step back, and I was like, do I really want to do this? It's hard without the support. It's expensive. You know, it feels almost like I got pushed out of the sport. And I don't know, I felt like I was like, do I want to like force my way back in almost? And ultimately it was like, you know what, I do. Came out to Flagstaff right after that, and then have been training out here with some great training partners, and kind of that brought like the joy back for me, but also reinstilled the sense of like, just because I don't have like a logo on my chest doesn't mean that I like don't belong on a starting line, and like it's not a reflection of me, my performances, my abilities. I truly believe that now, but I think at first it was like a little hard for me to wrap my head around that shift. I can always find something. I definitely have nerves going into USA's, just always peak of the season, and also it's such an unknown. Like, I do feel like truly anything can happen. I want to go in and execute the body of work that I have done these last like few months, but also like the last like years.